Hi guys, this is Dominick with Hooked University. Today we're going to be tying the Palamar knot. And this knot a lot of you might know, but here at Hooked University we're always giving really good special tips, and I've got a really good tip today. The little portion of this knot I want to show you that you're going to add to your Palamar, or you could just use this every time you tie your Palamar like we do here at Hooked University. And there's a reason for it. And I'm going to explain that. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we have a red circle hook. I'm using a red circle hook. This could be a lure, a wide gap hook, anything, just a regular J hook. But this makes it a little easier. Good line tie here so you can actually see the knot. So here we have our line, or our leader, fluorocarbon leader. And what we're going to do is we can do this two ways. We have to get the line through here doubled, okay? So we can do it like this. This is the typical way a lot of people will do the Palamar. But if you're old like me and you wear readers, meaning reading glasses, we have a hard time getting the doubled line through a smaller line tie. So we're ultimately trying to get the line through doubled like that. So we can get it through doubled like that if your eyes are good. Or here's another little trick. We can take the line and we can put it through one time and come all the way through. And then we can go back through the line. Like so. So either way, you have it through doubled. Whether you want to go through once and back through to create the doubled length of line, you'll notice here's one end that's closed. The other end goes to my main line and my tag end here. So all I'm doing is I'm going to act like this is one single line. And I'm just going to tie an overhand knot. Like that. Typical overhand knot. Okay. So you see we still have our loop up here, we still have our main line and our tag end over here. I'm holding both of those. Now you'll notice here when I tie this overhand, it creates this loop here. Well, this loop, if I hold the line, kind of has a natural fall to it. It's going in this direction. So all I'm going to do is take the loop, and remember, this loop has to be as big as whatever you're tying. If it's a big lure, small lure, whatever, make sure the loop is big enough to get it around the piece of terminal tackle that you're tying it around, or a lure or a hook. So here we go. I'm going to take my loop and I'm going to put it right around the hook, like so. I'm just bringing it through and around. I actually missed it. See how easy it is to do that? But anyway, we're taking the loop and we'll put it right through. And we're going to bring it all up here to the top. I'm just kind of holding everything that I was holding, and I'm bringing that loop up here. And you notice right here, the knot can start to be formed. So I'm going to pull right here the tag end and the main line that I've been holding, and we're just going to slowly pull this. And you could moisten this, dip it into the water or put it into your mouth and moisten the line. It's always a good idea. Well, I always do. And the reason I do that is because if I moisten the line, it lubricates the line when we're forming the knot. We should get in a habit of doing this with most knots that we tie, almost all of them. Because when we lubricate the line and we go to form the knot, we don't generate heat. A lot of times these knots, as they're cinching down, generates heat, and it'll actually weaken your leader or your line, and that's not good when that's the business end of your line right there. So you might even have seen little curly cues or little bends in the line when you're forming the knot, and that's because the heat generated and disformed the line there. So I'm going to give this a little bit of pull on each one. Here's the main line, and then I'm going to pull it on the tag end. And that's your typical Palamar knot right there. Most folks would just cut this tag end, and you notice on some of our other videos, we talk a lot about our tag ends, how we don't like them facing in the direction we're pulling because it creates an arm and it kind of grabs weeds and everything. We don't like that. So my trick today to tell you to add to every Palamar knot is all we're going to do is I'm going to stick this in here if I can get it to stick in there. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this line right here, our tag end that people would normally cut, and I'm going to put it around the main line like so. and I'm just going to bring it back through. Okay, here it is right here. I just put it around the main line and brought it back through. That's what we call a half hitch. Okay, doesn't matter which side you start on to put it around the main line, but put it around the main line through the loop. And then we're going to tie it, as we're tying this, we're going to be pulling it down in the direction of the hook or the leader, in the direction basically that we want the tag end to be instead of up. So I'm pulling that half hitch. Now let me tell you the advantages of this half hitch. The advantages of this half hitch are adding this to the Palamar knot changes the direction of the line here, the tag end, and it makes it like a weed guard. It's going in this direction. So here we go. We can cut this at any length we want. I'll cut it about 1/4 inch right there. And I'm going to leave that little bit right there, and that acts like a weed guard when this is coming through the water. Okay. If we're using soft plastics, a lot of times I'll run the soft plastic up over the knot and then back down, and this embeds in the side of the soft plastics, and it actually helps hold it up there too. Another great advantage. So anyway, it's just a half hitch added after tying a Palamar, but this is what I call my hybrid Palamar, or our Hooked University version of the Palamar. Hope that helped. You guys have a great day. Stay tuned for more educational segments. Thank you.